And then now this whole P. Diddy thing.
Sometimes you have to tell no.
Oh, man, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, man.
Sean Diddy Combs' alleged list of accomplishments to be revealed soon. The names will shock you, attorney says. Whoa.
I think he's saying, hey, I think
he has to sing or he
bro,
goes
also,
to
I'll
jail
tell
for the rest of his life. Well, it's just amazing how many people in the Diddy that are supporting Kamala, too.
Yeah, seriously. It's like insane.
Publicly, openly, all in.
Yes. It's like Joe, like, was like his ex-girlfriend. and it's like now deciding she's like warning people against Trump. I'm like, well, wait a second. So how many people did she warn against Diddy?
Right.
Oh, 0. Okay.
Diddy's legal drama seems to have taken a drastic turn. And guess who has been stoking the fires? Joe Rogan. Of course. Joe hasn't held back in any way during several podcast episodes, including various guests. He has been casually revealing names and identifying who celebrities could be going to prison with Diddy. To be honest, some of the names he has stated are very startling. However, many were not surprised by the name of Jennifer Lopez, also known as Jenny from the block. Things became particularly fascinating when Elon Musk made an appearance on Joe's program. He made a number of audacious assertions and raised eyebrows over J.Lo's potential involvement in the whole situation. Whether she was just caught in the crossfire or whether there is more to the tale than meets the eye is now the key issue.
Rogan had Elon Musk on his show. He had a lot to say about Jennifer Lopez.
That
But I mean,
speech was terrible.
like if she's gonna be, why does she never warn anyone about Diddy?
Exactly. The whole thing is so strange.
Let's face it, Elon likely brought up J.Lo during his leaning into Trump's realm not just for shock effect but also to quietly further his own agenda. Nevertheless, he ultimately said what many others had been subtly considering. People will start to question you if you dated Diddy at his most erratic and crazy period and managed to leave without being hurt. J.Lo and Diddy were the power couple of the late 1990s, generating headlines, establishing trends, and transforming every red carpet into a fashion moment, in case you missed that period of pop cultural history. The famous green outfit that made J.Lo the most Googled lady online is a fun fact. She wore it to a significant occasion on a date night with Diddy. Before everything fell apart in 1999 due to a shooting at a New York City nightclub, these two were inseparable. There were gunshots, someone was injured, and then J.Lo and Diddy were seen driving away in a getaway vehicle. Even though J.Lo's charges were swiftly dismissed, she didn't simply go. She made a special effort to shield Diddy as well, assuring everyone he wasn't involved in the shooting.
By saw a female hand throwing a gun out of the car. You're the only female in the car. You don't want to talk about it? You very confident that Puffy will be found innocent in this?
Yes, I will.
You're going to testify?
Diddy may have gotten away with it, but Moses Michael Barrow, better known as Shine, his then protege and close buddy, wasn't. Shine received a harsh 10-year jail term, spending 9 arduous years behind bars, while Diddy rejoiced over his acquittal. In the present day, Shine has finally spoken up, as Diddy's name keeps coming up in controversy after scandal. He makes the startling admission that Diddy was really at fault in 1999 and that he took the blame to shield himself. The truth may finally be coming to light after all these years.
Defending him, and he turned around and called witnesses to testify against me, and he contributed. He pretty much sent me to
People
prison.
are now beginning to wonder whether Jennifer Lopez was really innocent or if she intentionally supported a guy who led someone else to bear the blame. Did she contribute to Diddy's protection at the expense of someone else's freedom, or was she just ferociously loyal? The fact that she remained in a relationship with him for 2 years after the nightclub event is difficult to overlook. She seemed confident and in charge, rather than frightened or under pressure. What does that mean, then? Was she aware of Diddy's identity at the time and choose to ignore him?
Everybody else that's left her, oh, she was too this, she was this. Yeah, but Diddy said she was perfect.
Maybe she was meant for a man.
What happens if you're only perfect for the devil?
J.Lo's involvement in that fateful evening may unlock a legal Pandora's box. If the truth about what she knew or didn't know ever surfaces, she may not be able to escape this time unharmed. The shocks don't end there, however. Nobody anticipated the next well-known name to be added to the mix, Will Smith. His relationship with Diddy seems to be somewhat little at first glance, consisting just of a few encounters at A-list parties and industry gatherings. However, controversial figure Jaguar Wright claims that the backstory is even deeper. She has said that Will was purportedly present at some of Diddy's unsettling private parties, where she said abuse was taking on in full view.
Yeah, no, we gonna pray for Mr. Gray, man. He's prayer. I don't even know what's going
They
on.
trying to sue him out so he'll feel too embarrassed to file his lawsuit against Diddy. Will and Diddy did to him. With Jaden and Justin present, that tape exists.
There is no concrete proof that Will Smith and Diddy have a close relationship, despite the fact that a few paparazzi photos feature them together. Will has really made a strong effort to distance himself from Diddy's present legal predicament. He has said unequivocally that he is not involved in any way. On December 12th, Will took a minute during a live performance at San Diego's Observatory North Park to personally respond to the internet commotion. Given the circulating memes and rumors about his purported relationship to Diddy, he felt compelled to correct the record and retaliate in kind.
Addressed any of this publicly, but I just want to say this very clearly. I don't have shit to do with Puffy, so y'all can stop memes. I can stop all of that bullshit. Will adds, I ain't nowhere near no damn freak off. I do enough of my own. Don't be putting me in other people's bullshit. I ain't nowhere near that man. I ain't did none of that.
To put it mildly, it was an odd moment. Will suddenly went on a tirade over the rumors linking his name to Diddy when he was in the midst of his performance. It was almost too abrupt, as if something had been brewing for a while. People were undoubtedly left wondering, is there more to this tale than he is disclosing? Will was quick to deny any role in Diddy's legal crisis, but his silence over his son Jaden, who has also been subtly connected to this upheaval, was concerning. Jaden had a close relationship with Diddy and Justin Bieber years ago, and they were often seen hanging out together. He could have been exposed to some of the same dubious situations since he lived so close to his father's world. To be clear, however, it's all conjecture at this time. There are just rumors throughout the business and no hard proof linking Will to anything. Speaking of rumors, Diddy's name has also been connected to Jay-Z, another well-known person. People have been speculating for years that their relationship was much more than just music. Beyond just working together, these two were intricately linked behind the scenes in everything from high-end nightclubs and fashion companies to lucrative commercial endeavors.
Who are willing to give testimony about only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well. They're a nasty couple. They do nasty.
However, Jay-Z performed the ultimate power move. His legal team didn't waste any time as the rumors began to intensify. They sent a clear warning to Piers Morgan right away, remove the video or risk legal action. In an instant, Piers retreated. He even formally apologized to the Carters on air, and the interview was modified. Only a well-dressed businessman with a top-tier public relations apparatus can achieve that level of media domination. Nonetheless, many people are left wondering about Diddy's abrupt collapse. Was Jay-Z really ignorant of everything, or was he just astute enough to remain in the background? These two had been in the same elite circles for years. After all, the same private individuals, the same powerful figures in the sector, and the kind of confidential commercial transactions that never make the news. Some are even arguing that Jay-Z could have profited covertly while maintaining a spotless public image as Diddy spiraled. Doesn't it make you think?
Cuban Gooding Jr. was so close to that man. I would thought that was his
Rod
link.
says he turned down Diddy's approaches many times while they were alone themselves. Cuba, however, persisted in pressing and didn't back down. According to Rod, the whole experience left him feeling scared and enraged. However, you should wait before canceling Cuba. This did not go unnoticed by him. Cuba retaliated very instantly. He maintained that he didn't have time for all of that bullshit, that he hardly knew Diddy, and that he was only on the boat for a short while. Cuba claims that money is the sole reason he is being pulled into this whole farce.
Escape it though, like your name, for example, was mentioned in Diddy case.
Which was the most ridiculous thing ever.
Because you barely know
This is
him,
the
right?
most ridiculous thing ever. But again, welcome being a celebrity. Welcome to
Do you really think Cuba has never made any approaches or attended one of Diddy's notorious parties? Everyone is now giving Cuba the side-eye and wondering what really happened on that boat. Let's face it, nobody ever finds up on Diddy's boat by accident. Let's go on to Stevie J, whose name has been circulating throughout the Diddy scandal. To refresh your memory, Stevie J is not just another love and hip-hop reality TV star. He was a Grammy-winning producer and an important part of Diddy's prestigious Hitman production team at Bad Boy Records long before he became well-known on television. Interpretation. During the craziest, most insane years of the Bad Boy business, Stevie J was firmly a part of Diddy's inner circle. The fact that Stevie was a roommate as well as a co-worker is what is causing a lot of controversy. Yes, he allegedly lived with Diddy for a while, placing him squarely in the center of the controversy that is now coming to light. Given all of these unsettling claims of what transpired behind closed doors at Diddy's parties and private residences, folks are left wondering how much Stevie really witnessed and if he was involved in the cover-up. Furthermore, let's not act as if he isn't now relishing some calculated quiet. He's not standing up for Diddy, but he's also not backing down either. No matter how difficult things become, the prosecution needs people who can bear suffering and maintain concentration on the facts. The court is taking additional precautions when selecting possible jurors because of the seriousness of the accusations and the fact that jurors have already viewed the Cassie film. The case may have a special impact on those who have first-hand knowledge of domestic abuse. Maintaining objectivity may be difficult if you have experienced it yourself or have seen a loved one suffer. However, they will also be aware of how easily the public may turn against a person. Both sides are aiming for that degree of equilibrium. That's all, people. The Diddy drama never stops. This story is filled with courtroom drama, from Joe Rogan revealing information about possible celebrity witnesses to JLO's dubious background coming to light again and even Cuba Gooding Jr. getting pulled into the fray. There is little doubt that this is not only a scandal, rather, it is rapidly evolving into a full-scale reckoning. So, please share your opinions below. Who do you believe will be revealed next?